Happy Mother's Day to all the women listening to me right now, and for those of you who this status applies to. All right. Now, Luz said something really important when it comes to something a lot of people holding AMC stock might be missing on when it's time to get out of this play, when it's time to sell out and get out and cash out in the gains you made by waiting so far. All right. But I want to kind of, react to this video because it's something I've been myself being kind of echoing, trying to warn people about this because it's really important. It's actually key to everything which has been building up since January 2021. All right. So let me just share with you what he just said on one of the videos he posted yesterday. And then I'm going to react along the way or right after. And then we're going to have the takeaway lesson. Remember, please, this is something really critical if you want to make the most money out of your position right now in AMC stock. So let's listen to what Lou has to say and I will take it from there.
Several hundred thousand, or let's say you make several million. Here's the funny thing. You're never really going to use more than a couple of 100,000 to live and secure yourself and make more plays. So when everybody's going crazy, no, I gotta hold to this number and I gotta hold to that number. You can hold to whatever number you want. You can hold to 50,000, it doesn't matter. But the interesting thing about it is this: even if you have $5 or $10 million in the bank, you're not gonna be able to touch it or get access to it all. It's just not the way it works. You can't go to the bank and take it out. Yeah, you can buy a home, you can buy cars, you can buy all kinds of stuff like that, but at the end of the day, that's only a couple of $100,000. As far as the millions, they're in the bank. You'll see it as a digital number. So I think a lot of the stress that people are going with, what number should I sell and then what number whatever, I think you should break your brain into two different parts. One, how much money do I need to secure my life, cover the things I need, and be able to have money to go make more money? Because you're gonna have to. People go, well, I'm not gonna invest ever again. Guess what? When you make a lot of money, your new job is constantly moving money. Why? Because you're securing it. You're not gonna let just money be parked and dead. I mean, who the fuck is gonna do that? You're gonna move money. But then when you move money and it's larger amounts, you're gonna make more money, Like right now you day trade for a couple of bucks, if you're day trading with 50 or 100,000 or 200,000 and you take a swing trade, all of a sudden it's like, once you have your home, once you have your cars, once you have all the stuff that you basically wanted to get, needed to get, whatever, and you're secure, understand, doesn't matter if you have 15 or 20 million in the bank, you're not gonna be able just to touch it. I guess that's the reason I'm saying that is because to help people write out this thing. Whatever position you have, I don't know if you have 500 shares, 1,000 shares, 10,000 shares, whatever, please understand, more or less, we're all gonna be in the same scenario, in the capacity of we're gonna have X amount of money that we're gonna be using, real estate, cars, paying off bills, or whatever it may be. So I want people to understand, everybody in this play is equal. Yeah, somebody might make $50 million on this, but that $50 million, he's not gonna be able to touch it.
All right, folks. I'm going to pause here because this is what the center of the message I wanted to kind of focus on when it comes to what he said. Feel free to go on his channel or, click on the link I'm going to put in the description below and watch the entire rest of this video. But what is really interesting here is he's pointing out to two main things. All right. He's pointing out to, first thing, what is the best price you should sell? All right. Is it 500? Is it 1,000? Is it 5,000? Is it 50,000? And that is a question I think I have already tried as much as I could answer based on my view, my experience in the market and where this is going. Because it doesn't matter the price you're selling. What is most important is, are you able to sustain or to be strong enough not to panic and sell either too early or wait to have a bigger price because maybe you let greed take hold of you and then nobody will be willing to sell you, to buy whatever the price crazy price might be to you. All right. Now, I'm not saying we might never see whatever the price people have in mind, but what I'm saying is it's been too long. All right. It's been too long for some people to kind of miss the right spot, because I believe there's gonna be a spot where, a lot of people will be like, you know what? I'm out of here. Why? Because I've been waiting so long and I can't take this anymore, because I've been down on the red pretty much 9 months, 12 months, 1.5 years. I bought at 50 and it's been almost a year that we never ever saw 50 again. So as soon as we hit 55 or 65 or 72, I'm out. And then there are going to be other people that have time, other people who have been averaging down, and they have an average cost to the fact that whenever it hits 30 or 25 or 27 or 35, they are already breaking even. So they will be willing to wait a little bit longer to see that price. So the best price to sell for you, it's considering the amount of money that you will be saying, okay, if I'm willing to pay off my house, pay off my student loan, pay off all the bills that I have, change my cars, put money aside for the education of my kids, do something that my future self will thank me for. The remaining part of it, you cannot possibly blow it away. It doesn't matter if it's just 100,000. All right. So the remaining piece of it, you should start thinking on how to reinvest it, because trust me, the more money you make, as he said, your job is to continue to grow that money or to secure it or to protect it, because money just sitting in the bank doesn't do anything. Why? First of all, inflation. Second of all, low APY. APY is the interest rate that the bank will be willing to pay you because you're parking your money there. But as of now, maybe unless we hit 3.5% at the end of this year or starting next year, then maybe savings accounts rates will start to increase again. But I mean, $1 million or 100,000 at 1% is just 1,000 a year. All right. So you might be better off start thinking about, okay, what will be, first of all, my exit strategy, and then how am I going to reinvest that money? I've been there. That's why this resonates a lot with me, because back in 2020, so 2019 all the way now, every year I make a lot more money than previous year, based on all the money I've been investing, based on some of the swing trades I've been making, and based on some of the, just to give you an example, I made so much money in 2021 and early 2021 mostly, that I've been able to write a check to the mortgage company, pay off my entire house, of my mortgage, pay off that, and I still have, a 6-figure portfolio on my brokerage account. And that is not even counting my other 6-figure portfolio into my retirement account. So as the month are going by, I kind of figure out, well, the more money I have, because I have this free cash flow, that I'm not going to pay anybody else, how am I going to figure out to make sure this money doesn't just sit there? Because in order to get financially free, which I believe is the point of pretty much everyone here holding and waiting for the most to happen, is to be financially free. And some people say, yeah, I'm not going to invest anymore in the market, whatever. Pfft, where else are you going to invest? I guess the market is kind of what it is. The market is corrupt. The market is not fair. It's not transparent. Life is not transparent. Life is not fair. So deal with it. The real estate market is pretty much the same. The car market, the labor market, the job market, every market you can think of, it's pretty much corrupt, unfair, and not transparent. So that's something I believe not a lot of people are kind of, thinking about it, but it's key, because if you don't know how to handle money, money will start handling you, and you will end up in a worse situation, even with more money, but emotionally, when it comes to your relationship, when it comes to your health. If you don't have a plan, then poof, money will start to be your master, and that is a situation you don't want to be into. Trust me, I've been there, and it's not good.